Hi guys, N.A.T here. This is a making of Fusion, our last release from me and my sister. Um, this is a drum and bass song, and it started like as a challenge from me to my sister, because she had always made songs in GarageBand before, and I asked her, "Do you want to try and make something on Ableton Live?" And she said yes. And so we went, opened the software, and I got her to select some drum samples, these ones. And after this, I asked her, "What do you want to make?" And she said, "Drum and bass." And so we wrote down this basic drum and bass pattern. Super simple and super easy. And we start writing the first part of the track, the drop. Right after that, I got her to play some MIDI keyboard on this Serum preset. And from that, we copy and pasted and added sounds basically. Like this one. After we made this, I asked her. Actually, she said to me, "I want to make this kind of sound, just like we hear in the Pendulum or Faint tracks." And so we did, and we got this basic drum pattern, underneath which I said, "Let's put a bass." And then she said, "Let's put some synth K sounds." Synth key sounds, and these are really interesting because they give like a neat contrast between the darkness and heaviness of the bass, the rhythm. It still retains that sweetness from the track that we heard before. It's really interesting. We have a break going on here between the two. This is still the drop. This is the B part of the drop. And this is really important because it gives like a time for the ears to refresh and prepare for the sounds, for the change in the sounds. After that, we wrote the build-up for the first drop, which is a basic looping kick. And we also made this effect with this effect here, the frequency shifter, to kind of change all the synth sounds and transform them briefly into a riser sound. And also, I found this sound here that I made a while ago on Fruity Loops with FM synthesis. And this sound is really important. It's repeated a lot during the track, and it helps really introduce the parts, basically. And it sounds really nice also. Right after that, we went and said, "So we need a breakdown." But we tried and nothing really worked, so we went actually straight into the second drop here, but we did it with a kind of build up slash breakdown, which contains these low pass drums. And one thing that was really important here that I understood about drum and bass, you really need the drums to remain and the breakdown usually. It sounds weird if you don't. It depends on the track you're making, but usually from the tracks I referenced, I heard this. And also, you don't actually use the drums in the intro because it also sounds weird. In house music, it's kind of the opposite. You use drums in the intro and you remove them in the breakdown. So right after this, we copy and pasted the first drop here, and we added this extra serum sound, which gives this dramatic effect and big hit effect. And then we removed the sound, and the reason for that, apart from being a guts felt guided decision, was that deflating the track towards the end, removing content, gives the brain the sensation that the track is ending, and it's very ear pleasing. So we did that, and after that we felt like we needed to reintroduce the bass and the drums with that same break. So this is basically the first drop, copy and pasted, but modified. And then we wrote the outro and then the intro, which has the same elements from the outro, basically. Intro and outro. And writing those was really like a trial and error thing. Just understanding where to place and what to place, which instruments need to be removed and which need to be kept to drive the song towards the end. But the usual, we can say, rule is to remove gradually the sound. So this sound is kind of the lead element. And interesting, just guts guided. We understood that we needed this riser effect again. And the intro is simply those sounds again here. And we felt like we needed this to kind of set you up for something, for the drop that comes after. A nice intuition from my sister. She understood that here. Okay, the sound turns on here, but not before. Well, instead I had it start from here. So I muted here. And this was nice intuition, because it gradually it it's like the opposite of the outro. You want to gradually introduce the elements, not all at once. And here, you hear it barely. Then, last thing that I did, I added this background sound throughout 90% of the track. And the reason for that is that the track was really kind of easy and simple. And we needed more ear candy to make it feel more filled up. So I added this background sound that I did. I don't remember how. And this is it. This is Fusion. Hope you enjoyed this and see you next time.